Welcome to MasterMinds, the quick and quizzical game show that pits tomorrow's sharpest minds against each other as they show off their knowledge of literature, science, social studies, the fine arts, and pop culture. I'm your host, Gary Hoffman, glad to be here with you in the GE Theater at Proctor's in Schenectady, New York, for another incredible competition. Now, let's meet our teams. On my right are panelists from Columbia High School. And we'll start with you, Ari.
Hello.
Hello. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Ari. I go to Columbia High School, and I'm also a student of the Questar New Vision Scientific Research and World Health Program.
Great. And what year are you in?
I'm a senior.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you. Lucan.
Hi, I'm Lucan. I'm a senior. Outside of school, I guess I would say I enjoy baseball, and inside of school, my favorite subject would be history.
Terrific. And Parth.
Hi, my name is Parth. I'm a junior, and I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I've come very close to seeing all the episodes.
That's impressive. And David.
Hi, I'm David. I'm a junior at Columbia High School, and I enjoy playing the piano and clarinet in my free time, as well as tennis and sailing.
Interesting combo. Now, Parth, I see that your dream job would be a research scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Researching what, do you think?
So far, I found chemistry and physics really enjoyable, and as part of the school, I'm doing independent research on solar panels, so hopefully continuing something in that field.
And is that where you hope to have a patent in that field?
I don't really have a preference for that, just
As long as you get a
something out
patent.
there.
Okay, good enough. All right, thank you, and welcome all from Columbia. Now, to the team on my left from Christian Brothers Academy. Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Mike. I'm a freshman. I play varsity lacrosse, and I'm a ski racer as well as a soccer goalie.
Okay. Connor.
Hi, I'm a junior at Christian Brothers Academy. I like to write and snowboard in my free time.
But not at the same time.
Not often, no.
Okay. That's good. It's safer that way. Jack, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a sophomore at CBA. I enjoy skiing, and I've done theater in almost every place in the capital region that you can think of. So,
What kind of theater?
mainly musicals.
Uh-huh.
So, Cat Rep, or no, not Cat Rep. Park Playhouse, Cahoes. It's fun.
You've been around. Okay, good for you. And Evan.
Hi, I'm Evan. I'm a junior at CBA, and I hope to get a Naval Academy scholarship and an ROTC scholarship.
Okay. Now, the person you most admire is Winston Churchill, I understand.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
He's one of my favorite historical figures, bravely defending Britain from the Nazi regime, giving the speech of the Battle of Britain, and guiding us on through the Cold War, the British Empire through the Cold War, and unfortunately overseeing the fall of the British Empire also. So he's had a lot of landmarks in history.
Mm-hmm. Truly an admirable person. All right, good choice. Okay. All right, now that you've met the players and the teams, let's hear the rules.
Toss-up questions are 10 points. A wrong answer is -5 points. And bonus questions are 10 points.
Okay, let's start the game and see which team can take control. We've got 8 minutes on the clock for the first half of play. Our official MasterMinds scorers are standing by. Players, are you ready?
Ready.
Then let's play
MasterMinds.
A great start. Okay, first toss-up question for both schools. This character disconcerts an opponent by saying, "I've never seen a live hero before," in a 1971 novel by John Gardner. In an earlier work, this character's arm is ripped off as he attacks the Mead Hall Heorot. For 10 points, name this monster who is killed by the Geatish warrior Beowulf. And that would be Christian Brothers' Mike.
Grendel.
Grendel is correct. On to a bonus question for Christian Brothers. For 10 points each, answer these questions about mRNA. A, what does the M in mRNA stand for, given that mRNA acts as a template for protein synthesis?
Messenger. Yes. Messenger.
Messenger is correct. B, this is the process of making mRNA from its DNA template. The mRNA then undergoes translation into a protein.
Transcription.
Transcription sounds. Transcription.
That is correct. And C, after transcription, The 3' end typically gains a tail containing hundreds of these nitrogenous base that pairs with thymine, in DNA.
Yeah,
Adenine good? Adenine?
Adenine is correct. Back to toss-ups for both schools. Man Ray photographed this artist's alter ego, Eros Salavi. This artist drew a mustache on the Mona Lisa and captioned it El H-O-O-Ku, and he used a urinal for one of his ready-mades. For 10 points, name this French Dadaist who also painted Nude Descending a Staircase number 2. No takers? Marcel Duchamp. At large Reynolds numbers, fluid drag is proportional to this quantity squared. Centripetal acceleration equals this quantity squared divided by radius. And we go to Columbia's Lucan.
Velocity.
Velocity is correct. On to a bonus for Columbia. For 10 points each, name these generals of the American Revolution. A. This commander-in-chief of the Continental Army accepted the British surrender at Yorktown, ending the war.
Washington.
That's correct. B. This victor at the Battle of Saratoga was disgraced after he was defeated by Charles Cornwallis at the Battle of Camden.
Gates.
Is it Gates?
Yes.
Gates.
Gates is correct. C. This man was a brigadier general in the Continental Army while also serving as governor of New York. He later served as vice president under Thomas Jefferson and James Madison.
Hamilton.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is Clinton, George Clinton. Back to the toss-ups. The third place candidate in this country's October 2014 presidential election was Marina Silva, a former environmental minister of President Dilma Rousseff. For 10 points, name this host country of the 2016 Summer Olympics, and that would be Christian Brothers Evan.
Brazil?
Brazil is correct. On to a bonus for Christian Brothers. For 10 points each, name these third-party candidates from U.S. presidential elections. A. This socialist lost 4 consecutive presidential elections. He was imprisoned on charges of sedition during World War I. I'll need an answer, please.
We have nothing on this one. Sorry.
Eugene Debs. B. This segregationist from Alabama ran as an American independent in 1968.
This might not be our subject.
McCarthy, I think. I don't know.
McCarthy?
I'm sorry, that was George Wallace. And C. Unsafe at Any Speed was an expose of the auto industry by this man. He ran as a Green Party candidate in 1996 and 2000.
Gore?
I think so. Gore?
I'm sorry, it was Ralph Nader. Okay, back to toss-ups for both schools. People from this country are the subject of a 1966 Adjustment Act, from which the wet foot, dry foot policy derives. The Mario boat lift was a mass emigration from this home country of Elian Gonzalez. Columbia's Lucan.
The Philippines.
No, I'm sorry. I'll finish the sentence for Christian Brothers. For 10 points, name this Caribbean country whose president is Raul Castro. And Christian Brothers Evan.
Cuba?
Cuba is correct. On to a bonus question. In 2014, Game of Thrones overtook The Sopranos to become this network's highest-rated highest rated series ever. For 10 points each. A, name this premium cable network.
HBO.
That's correct. B, HBO airs the satirical news program Last Week Tonight, which is hosted by this British comedian who used to appear on The Daily Show.
John Oliver.
That's correct. And C, the first season of this HBO series starred Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson as Louisiana State Police investigators.
It's
Super Troopers.
I'll need an answer, please.
Go with.
Super Troopers.
True Detective. Okay. Back to toss-ups. The House of Elders and House of the People comprise the parliament of this nation, whose southern border is formed by the Durand Line. Its cities include Mazar-e-Sharif, which in 2001 fell to the Northern Alliance. For 10 points, name this Asian nation whose capital is Kabul. And that would be Colombia's Parth.
Pakistan?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Anyone from Christian Brothers? Mike?
Iran.
I'm sorry, that's not correct either. We were looking for Afghanistan. Next toss-up. This deity was born of sea foam produced by the... And that would be Christian Brothers Evan.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite is correct. On to a bonus. This composer's military symphony, good for you guys, earned its nickname from the loud percussion in its second movement. For 10 points each. A, name this composer whose farewell symphony calls for all but 2 musicians to leave the stage during its finale.
It's either Beethoven or I don't know. Beethoven.
Beethoven.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is Haydn, Joseph Haydn. B, this symphony by Haydn is so named because a quiet theme in its second movement is interrupted by a sudden fortissimo chord.
Neither am I. I don't know.
Silence.
I'll need an answer, please.
Silence.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is Symphony number 94 in G major, or surprise. And C, they're not symphonies, but Haydn is considered the father of this musical form, played by an ensemble consisting of 2 violins, a viola, and a cello.
Quartet.
Go with it.
Quartet.
More information, please.
String quartet.
That is correct. And I've heard a buzzer, so the time is up and the first half is over. We're going to take a brief break and check the score. When we come back, we'll have some new players for the second half of MasterMinds, so don't go away.
My goal is to help people. I wanted to take my career and my studies in a different direction, so I decided to take a few classes at SCCC. A year later, I'm pursuing a degree in chemical dependency counseling. I value the fact that I'm not far from home and I can still maintain a good school-life balance. My education didn't come with a roadmap, but SCCC helped me see the bigger picture. Check us out online to register or learn more.
Start drawing your bigger picture today. Log on to sunysccc.edu to learn more or register.
Welcome back to the second half of MasterMinds. During the break, our MasterMinds officials calculated the scores, and as of now, Christian Brothers Academy has 105 points, and Columbia High School has 25 points. But it's still anybody's game because on MasterMinds, the questions keep on coming until time is up. We've had a few player substitutions at the half, so new players, please introduce yourselves, starting with Eric from Columbia High.
Hi, I'm Eric from Columbia High School. I'm a junior. I enjoy reading, watching movies, and my favorite subjects are biology and English.
Excellent. Tim?
I'm Tim. I'm a senior. My favorite subject is calculus, and I'm a big fan of Fall Out Boy.
Okay. Avery?
Hi, I'm Avery. I'm a junior. I participate in my school's science competition, in which we made nationals last year.
Okay. And Joey?
Hi, I'm Joey. I enjoy golfing and performing in musicals.
Terrific. Okay. Welcome all newcomers from Columbia. And Mike, we've already seen you before, but tell us a little something new about yourself that we didn't know from earlier.
Well, I enjoy fly fishing in my free time, and my dream job would be a U.S. District Attorney.
All right. A good choice. And Derek, how about yourself?
Hi, my name is Derek. I'm a junior at Christian Brothers Academy. I enjoy fishing. I play tennis, and my favorite singer is Elton John.
All right. And Dylan?
Hello, my name is Dylan. I'm a junior at Christian Brothers Academy. I enjoy history and hiking.
Okay. And Aiden?
I'm Aiden. I'm a freshman at Christian Brothers Academy. I enjoy my free time playing lacrosse, and I'm a little bit of a cinephile myself.
Okay. Welcome to you three, and welcome back, Mike. All right. The judges have put 8 minutes back on the clock. Teams, are you ready?
Ready.
Great. Then let's play MasterMinds. Good start. All right. First toss-up question for both schools. In August 2014, a woman with this surname claimed she had people who could put a bomb in another woman's home. A man with this surname allegedly murdered an MIT policeman while sought by, and that would be Columbia's Tim.
Tsarnaev.
Tsarnaev is correct. And we'll go to a bonus question for Columbia. The Peeping Tom, Tyler Down, destroys Hannah's sense of safety in this novel. For 10 points each, A, name this novel whose title refers to the causes of Hannah's suicide.
No answer.
13 Reasons Why. B, this author of 13 Reasons Why teamed with Carolyn Mackler to write the 2011 novel The Future of Us.
Suzanne Collins.
I'm sorry, we're looking for Asher, J. Asher. And C, in 13 Reasons Why, the narrator, Clay Jensen, answers survey questions while pretending to be this protagonist of J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye.
Holden Caulfield.
That's correct. Back to toss-ups for both schools. This man questioned whether Mexico had shed American blood on American soil in his spot resolution. And that would be Columbia's Avery.
Abraham Lincoln.
That is correct. And a bonus question for Columbia. Answer the following about quartz. A, for 10 points, quartz is one of these crystalline components of rocks. These substances can be distinguished by physical characteristics such as streak or hardness. I'll need an answer, please.
Identification.
Minerals. Okay, on to B, for 5 points each. There are two answers here. Quartz is composed of these two elements.
Silicon and oxygen.
That's correct. And C, for 10 points, quartz has a framework structure, so it does not display this property of splitting along planes, as seen in mica. Instead, quartz fractures irregularly.
Cleavage.
Cleavage is correct. Back to toss-ups for both schools. Before storing these values, computers often hash them. Using the bcrypt hash function protects them from brute force attacks. They are used in conjunction with a number displayed by a smartphone in two-factor authentication. For 10 points, name these strings often paired with usernames. Columbia's Tim.
Password.
Password or passcodes, correct. On to another bonus for Columbia. For 10 points each, answer the following about monumental sculptures from ancient Greece. A. One wonder of the ancient world was a 30-meter tall colossus that stood by the harbor in this ancient Greek city.
Rhodes.
Rhodes is correct. B. Another ancient wonder, built in Olympia, was a statue of this king of the Greek gods.
Zeus.
Zeus is correct. And C. This Greek artist sculpted the statue of Zeus at Olympia, as well as the statue of Athena on the Acropolis in Athens.
Herodotus.
I'm sorry, we were looking for Phidias. Phidias. Back to the toss-ups. This novel's protagonist is unable to name the author of Boswell's Life of Johnson, but helps the older Calvin with his math homework. The analogy of an insect traveling across Mrs. Who's skirt is used to explain the concept of tessering in, for 10 points, what novel by Madeleine L'Engle? No takers? A Wrinkle in Time. Next toss-up. This dynasty fought 2 wars to stop imports of drugs from British India. And that goes to Columbia's Tim.
Qing.
Yes, that is correct. The Qing dynasty. On to another bonus for Columbia High. In a telegram to Frederick Remington, this man is said to have declared, "You furnish the pictures, and I'll furnish the war." For 10 points each, A. Name this publisher of the New York Journal, who later built a namesake castle on the California coast. I'll need an answer, please.
No answer.
William Randolph Hearst. B. Hearst's chief competitor was this publisher of the New York World, who now names a set of awards administered by Columbia University.
Pulitzer.
Pulitzer, Joseph Pulitzer, is correct. And C. Pulitzer purchased the New York World from this railroad tycoon, who infamously attempted to corner the gold market along with James Fisk in 1869.
Jay Gould.
That is correct. On to the next toss-up for both schools. This American scientist's rule governs the number of phases that can appear in a phase diagram. His namesake quantity reaches a minimum when a chemical system is at equilibrium. For 10 points, who is this? And that would be Columbia's Tim.
Gibbs.
Gibbs is correct. On to another bonus question. This story describes the mysterious disappearance of a schoolmaster who attempts to woo Katrina Van Tassel. For 10 points each, A. Name this short story about Ichabod Crane, who encounters what he believes to be a headless ghost.
Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Correct. B. This New York author wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I'll need an answer, please.
No answer.
Washington Irving. And C. Washington Irving also wrote this short story about a lazy man who falls asleep in the Catskill Mountains and wakes up 20 years later.
Rip Van Winkle.
That's correct. Okay, back to the toss-up questions. This character shoots a cab driver through a window in A Study in Pink. An alternate version of this character is a female sober companion played by Lucy Liu on the CBS series Columbia's Eric.
Watson.
That's correct, Dr. John Watson. On to a bonus question for Columbia. These organisms may be fruticose, foliose, or crustose. For 10 points each, A, name these symbiotic organisms formed between a fungus and a photosynthetic organism. They often grow in extreme environments.
Archaea.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is lichens. We have a buzzer, but we're going to continue with the rest of the bonus question. B, a dye extracted from lichens is used in this pH indicator that turns red under acidic conditions and blue under basic conditions.
Litmus.
That's correct, litmus paper. And C, the photosynthetic organism in a lichen may belong to this group of eukaryotic organisms that can be red, brown, or green. Cyanobacteria are also called blue-green types of these organisms.
Protists.
Algae is the answer we were looking for. Okay, we're going to take a quick break to let our MasterMinds officials determine the final score, and we'll be right back.
My goal is to graduate from SCCC and then transfer to earn a bachelor's degree. I've really enjoyed being so involved in campus life as president of the Science Club and made some great friends along the way. And my professors have helped me figure out what options I have for my future. I'm going to take everything I learned here as I transfer on. I definitely made the right choice by coming to SCCC. My education didn't come with a roadmap or formula, but SCCC helped me figure out the bigger picture. Check us out online to register or learn more.
Start drawing your bigger picture today. Log on to sunysccc.edu to learn more or register.
Welcome back once again to MasterMinds. Today's match has been a true cliffhanger. Before we announce our final score, let's first thank the kind folks at Schenectady County Community College and proctors who help us bring this show to you. And now, the answers have been verified. The score has been tabulated. Christian Brothers Academy has a score of 105. And the winner of today's MasterMinds is Columbia High School with a score of 205. Congratulations to all players and coaches. Nice work around, everyone. I'm Gary Hoffman. We'll see you next time for another matchup of the area's smartest students on MasterMinds. Bye now.